Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus, and I am proud to bring you my first edition of the Optibotimus Show. And in this show, boys and girls, I'm going to bring you some current news in the world of Transformers that makes me kind of excited. Number one, we got some interesting things to kind of discuss right now. The New York Toy Fair occurred, and we saw in it a great deal of the future of Transformers. Most notably, a lot of the new toys that are coming out, and there's a lot that are coming out, but I'm just going to highlight the ones that I personally am excited to see. Two specific ones. Number one is the new Classics / Universe line. I'm really excited about these. I really liked the classic line, the original classic line, and when I heard that they were going to continue on with it, I was just more excited. I'll be honest, I am specifically looking for a certain figure, and if you guys can guess, I'll be impressed. Some of you might know my favorite Transformer of all time. If they come out with this guy, I'm probably going to cream my pants. But getting started, first guy that I'm going to show you is right here. We got Octane, Deluxe Class. He's well, now there's a little bit of controversy. He might be called Octane. He might be called Tankor. I think specifically they're going to be calling him Tankor, mostly because he's going to look like this tank thing. I don't really know what that looks like. It looks kind of like it's slapped together. I'm not too overly impressed by it. But Octane's a triple changer, so that means 3 modes. So you saw the robot, you saw the tank thing, and now you see this airplane. This airplane is kind of weird, kind of looks like the Spruce Goose, in my personal opinion, but not a bad looking figure overall. I do not have any triple changers in my collection whatsoever right now. My collection is pretty young, not too terribly much. I started with the movie line, and I've carried on with that since. That's about it. But classics so far, real nice. Octane's looking really good. One other guy I'm really excited about is Plow. Now, Plow comes back to us from G1 and is a police car. Again, you can see the detail. The things that I really like harkens back to the G1. You see the wing, the door wings on the side, the face, very similar mold, and you got the missiles on the shoulder there, which very accurate towards the way the actual figure is supposed to look. Now, I just love the way his head looks. I think it's really cool looking. Now, his car mode here kind of looks like one of those Toyota Celicas. I think they're Toyota. Maybe I'm not a big car person, but the one thing that I'm not too big a fan of, I mean, it's a sporty car, which is perfectly fine. It goes along kind of well with the original G1, but that giant spoiler thing on the back doesn't do it for me. And looking at his robot mode, I can't really tell where it would come from. Obviously, the back part of the car form his legs, and yeah, you can see the spoilers right there, right below the knee. Maybe I'll be able to take those off. I don't know. But next figure that we see right here is Sunstreaker. Again, very similar to the original G1 mold. You can see the head is the most similar of it, and then you get the classic yellow. Now, Sunstreaker was not so much of a favorite of mine as kind of an annoyance, but that looks sharp. Then his car mode, even better. Looks like almost like a Ferrari, Lamborghini, something like that, but you got the classic look right there with the solid, pretty yellow. Very nice looking car. I'm really excited, especially about that one too. That one's not all that bad. The next one, Blaster. Now Blaster is coming to us as a repaint of a Cybertron Soundwave. Not too terribly different. I don't know what's different. It's kind of weird looking. I don't know why. This is really different. At least all the other classics kind of stays along with what the original G1 transformed into. This guy doesn't. You can see you got the chest plate, which is very similar to the original G1, and then the head is kind of sort of there, but now he transforms into this. What looks like a stealth fighter to me. Not a fan of that one. Will I pick it up? More than likely, just because I'm a completist and I like getting the getting as many as I can of the specific lines. Now I'm gonna feel like a moron because I'm drawing a blank on this guy's name. Onslaught. This is Onslaught. Now Onslaught's obviously Decepticon here. Really nice robot mode. I really like. Very menacing. Very similar to Brawl from the movie line, with his turret things coming up behind him. Big SWAT thing on the front. I like how the Decepticons take authority figures and deceive you, just like Barricade did in the movie. I think it's outstanding. I think that's a nice little touch. The vehicle mode that you see there looks pretty good too. Nice and detailed. There's some translucent pieces right there, pieces which are looking really good. Overall, the whole front of that, with the claws and such coming up, really menacing. Really excited to see that one as well. Now this one, Powerglide. Nice looking alt mode. I really like the jet. The jet looks fantastic. I mean, you can kind of see where the hands are going to be, right underneath the wings and that little jetpack thing there. But overall, the jet mode, very nice. But the biggest problem that I have is the color scheme. He's not all white with these red accents. He should be red, primarily red with white accents. But I mean, you can't win them all. But the alt mode looks really sharp. Specifically, the head is very similar, as well as the wings coming up here and being part of his shoulders, basically. Really sharp looking. Now, the next one. There you see a tank. Kind of a bland looking tank. Nothing spectacular looking with it. Looking at it, doesn't really look like it looks like it would be any kind of Earth tank. More than likely Cybertronian tank. But that gentleman that you're looking at right there turns out to be this guy. Galvatron makes his appearance, and this guy blows them away. This does it for me right there. The coloring, very, very similar. You got the cannon on his arm, very nice. Even on the chest plate, right where his abdominal section is, the squares, unbelievable. Very G1-esque. Then just look at that head mold. Incredible. You got the three-prong attack thing going on there. Really, really nice. I can't complain about that whatsoever. The entire Classics line, with the exception of probably Blaster, I'm really excited to see. Those are the big ones that I'm really, really looking forward to. As I said, I'll probably pick up Blaster, but whatever. That's about it. So that's going to be it for part 1 of episode 1 of the Optibotimus Show. In part 2 here, so right after these messages, I'm going to talk about the second thing that I want to discuss, and rightly so. Again, a really exciting toy fair brought forth the rest of the animated line of Transformers. Some of the guys that we're going to actually see coming out more recently. And I'll talk about animated just a little bit more. So sit back, relax, go ahead and go get some popcorn right now because you're going to be seated in for part 2 of this thing. So this is Optibotimus. We'll be back right after these words.